Hey everyone, welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour. I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And we are here with a lovely couple who actually got engaged in Bachelor in Paradise.
Married.
Well, they didn't get married in Bachelor in Paradise. Oh, yeah, they
had
did.
a wedding, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, and got married in Bachelor in Paradise. That's true. Mari and Kenny, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Hey, Joe.
Of course.
Hey, Serena.
Hi.
Kenny's got the Chicago White Sox, Chicago Bulls collab jersey.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's good. And I actually didn't like it at first, but once I saw it in person, I'll get you one.
You like it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Cubs just gave me that baby blue jersey that they're rocking these days. It's pretty awesome. I love it. Does that have your name on the back of it?
No, this is a Canerco jersey.
Okay, nice. So what have you guys been up to? What's new?
What's new? With you?
It's been a while, I feel like, since we caught up.
We saw you guys went to Hawaii for Mari's birthday.
Yeah,
How was that?
We did. We just got back. It was awesome. It was amazing. I grew up there for my childhood. My dad was in the military, so he was stationed there for a while.
Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about you. I
Yeah.
thought you grew up in Maryland.
No. So I went to high school and college in Maryland, but before that we were in Hawaii, and I hadn't been back in over a decade. And I've been working on this for a long time. Basically, I feel like since we got together, I've been trying to work on Kenny to get him to do it, because the long flight time is like for him. But
far.
we did it, and he enjoyed it.
It is
so
far.
it was worth it, though. It was worth it, right?
What island?
Yeah.
What island did you guys stay at?
We did Oahu.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you suggest for someone that's never been there?
Ooh, number one, I would say, is to get out of downtown. Like, Waikiki is the very touristy area where, like, all the, pictures and stuff that you see, most of it is there. But there is so much more beyond Waikiki. You have to get out and explore the whole island.
Did you surf?
No, we snorkeled. I had some issues on the boat with motion sickness.
Oh no, did you get sick?
Yeah.
Did you know that you're not good with like rocky waters and stuff?
I never had it hit me like that before. It was pretty bad, but I was like, it was so fun. Like I was just like trying to power through, because we wanted to do it. And at one point it just hit me pretty hard, and I had like my bag that I had to like throw up in for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But there was other people also throwing up.
Yeah, it wasn't just him.
It was rocky.
We went out to see, to jump in where the dolphins are. They took us out like a little bit. It wasn't like close to shore. I don't know what it was. It really got me good, but it was awesome. Besides that part.
Well, now we know for next time to bring like ginger candy or something for that.
Yeah,
How long did you guys go for?
We were out there for a week.
Yeah.
I think 8 days. Yeah.
And did you guys get matching tattoos out there? Is that something that I heard?
What?
So
they're both flowers. They're not the same though.
Yeah, not exactly the same. So that's kind of like a tradition we started. Every time we go to like a new country, we do a matching tattoo. This one, obviously Hawaii is not a different country technically, but we did still get tattoos, and they are both flowers. So they're not the exact same flower. You can see.
Let me see. Oh,
Here.
it's so cute.
It's a plumeria.
Mine's all dried up.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, you got it like on your hand. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what other tattoos do you guys have from the countries that you visited together?
So we have the shamrock here from Ireland.
That's on my face somewhere.
Yeah, on his face.
Is that the same?
Yeah.
Is it over here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I see it.
And then we got crowns. This
Cute.
one is from Norway.
Yeah.
We got the heart from Denmark. Where is it? Here. Mine's here.
They're all small.
Yeah, they're all little tiny ones. And
well,
then
they
our
have to be if
first
you guys are
ones-
going to keep traveling.
I know. The first ones we ever did were the palm trees, actually. Mine's on my butt cheek. So
For Paradise?
That's on my neck somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So do you decide what you're going to get before you go to the country, or is it like once you get there you just see how you feel, like what you want to do? Do you just like walk into a tattoo parlor and get them?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I kind of like it better when it's not necessarily planned. Like if something, sparks while we're there, then that's kind of where I pull my ideas from. But otherwise, yeah, we just literally walk into a tattoo shop and say like, "Hey, are you open? Do you have time today?"
Yeah.
Nice,
Oh my
that's
God,
fun.
but aren't some tattoo artists better than others? Like, what if you get someone that does a botched job?
Yeah, but I think because the tattoo's small,
just
right?
basic.
When it's a
Okay.
basic small tattoo, I think it's very
You don't
hard
need
to-
like an artiste.
Yeah.
yeah.
If I'm gonna get like a portrait of Joe on my ass or something, I would have to go to somebody
Someone-
Legit.
yeah,
trained.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be screwing that up. That would be a huge mistake. What else? So like Mari, growing up in Hawaii and bringing, your husband there for the first time, what are like some things that you're like, okay, he has to see this to get like the real Hawaiian experience?
Yeah. So my favorite beach in the entire world that I've ever been to ever is in Hawaii. It's on Oahu. So we definitely had to go there. I actually really wanted to do a luau, even though it's kind of like cheesy and corny or whatever, just because he's never been and like it's the touristy thing to do. Unfortunately, our luau got rained out, so he didn't get to go this time. But that's just an excuse, in my opinion, that we have to go back.
Nice.
How was the
Nice.
beach, Kenny? Did it live up to the hype?
The beaches out there are legit.
Yeah.
And I love like I really like getting out in the water and just like swimming in like the ocean and stuff.
Me
So
too.
we like got out of town and hit like some beaches that were kind of like you just like had to pull off on the side of the road and like kind of walk. It wasn't just like public style stuff like you normally would see, but it was pretty rough. There's like a lot of rough water out there. Like
There
some
is,
of the,
yeah.
it's not like
It can be.
it's a little
Yeah.
you gotta
Time
be
of year
careful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it true what they say? Is Hawaii very expensive? Like everything you do?
Yeah.
Is that
Yep.
that hold true?
Yeah, that island specifically is like the most touristy, I think, out of all of them. And over the years, like I was telling him, places that I had been to when I was little, we go back and I'm like, wow, this looks totally different. This is totally like built up now, and there's buildings everywhere. And they have certainly commercialized a lot of it. Like the waterfall that we went to when I grew up there, it was just completely open access. You can just jump in. And now it's like you have to pay to get in. You have to wear a life vest. There's lifeguards on duty, which is all good. Part of it's roped off, but it's just, very,
Different.
commercialized now.
Yeah.
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 So when did you guys get back?
A week ago? 2 weeks ago now, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just-
What's the time change? Like 6 hours?
5.
It's 5 hours
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't do the daylight savings. So I think at some point in the year it is more. I think it's 6 hours, but right now it's 5.
Okay.
I was
gotcha.
swimming with dolphins.
Amazing. It was amazing.
Is it
It's
easy?
something
Is
that
it easy to do?
No, it's because this is not.
Penny?
It's not like this is like you're like out in the wild with them, so it's not like they're not contained or anything. So
Yeah.
the captain's like trying to find them, and then they like follow them, and then they like pull out in front of them, so they like you could get in the water and they come by. But like it's like army parachuting. Like they're like, all right, everybody line up, and they're like, any minute now, and then all of a sudden they start screaming like, go, 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 and everybody starts. You have to like dive in. It's like kind of wild. Actually.
It is, yeah. I wouldn't call it like a beginner friendly experience.
They're
Yeah.
like pushing you off the boat. Get in the
Pretty
water. Get in
much,
the water.
pretty much. Yeah.
And then you get back on, and they're like, all right, we're gonna go again, and then everybody line up, and then it's like the same thing over again. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't expect that. When we were-
Well, like if you're like if I'm like floating in the water, will like a dolphin like swim under me for me to jump on, or do I have to like?
Oh,
I
No,
have
you
to,
can't jump on.
You're not.
No.
This isn't Moana. Like you're not holding their fin and like riding the
No, you
dolphin.
can't ride 'em.
No. They
Oh.
do swim under you, but they're pretty far under you. So you can see them, but yeah.
Joe, you can ride them. I think.
You. I'm trying to figure out what movie you saw that in that stuck with you as if it was a real thing.
I thought that's what they were doing. They were right because I was like,
No.
it doesn't seem like I would feel like the dolphins wouldn't want you to ride them.
They don't.
No,
They
of
don't,
course
and
not.
that's why
No,
you can't.
absolutely not.
No, they
Serena
kind of
goes,
just
"This
go
isn't
by."
Moana." Very funny.
Oh, so you
Okay.
went for your birthday. What was like the birth? Did you have one night that was like your birthday celebration, or one thing you did specifically for your birthday?
Yeah, we did like a whole birthday day, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. Just that's how it ended up going. So we actually did the dolphins the morning of, and
Okay.
then we did a sunset boat cruise, like a sunset booze cruise that evening, and then we went to dinner at my favorite Italian restaurant in Hawaii for dinner.
Wow,
Oh, that's
sounds
so
amazing.
nice. How old are
Yeah,
you?
it was nice.
29.
29.
I
Oh
know,
my God,
it's
that was just
crazy.
think of New Girl.
I
It's
can't believe
just-
we met. How old were we when we met? I was like 24 when I met you, I think.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
22.
5 years.
So 5
Crazy.
years. 5 years. That's crazy.
know.
Wow.
Yeah, can you guys believe it's been 5? Yeah, it's been like how many
It's
years
been
since
4
our
years
Paradise?
in
4
June.
years.
Paradise.
But
Wow.
Mari and I were on Bachelor together, so
Yeah.
we've
Yep.
are creeping up on 5 years. Finding the right mental health care should be simple and affordable, but for many, it's not. Long financial stress and the right therapist. Just visit Rule
Much more. I'm able to order
Prevention of Pregnancy and be difficult or impossible. 7526.
To help guide treatment, your unique genetic blueprint, GeneSight
It's made with almonds and joy.
They're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not interfering right now.
Yeah. I mean, besides that, we still both have the same jobs and everything.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. We
Made with almonds and joy.
How is life in Chicago? Anything new? What's going on there?
Good.
Yeah. We moved same building, but we moved to a little bit of a bigger unit, like a
Okay.
2-bedroom, 2-bath. I mean, besides that, we still both have the same jobs and everything.
Yeah.
So it's pretty, I mean, going
Sure.
all right. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
How are the dogs?
They're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not interfering right now.
Yeah.
Sleeping on the little dog bed. But
Thinking
yeah,
it-
everything's good. Everything's fine. I can't wait for summertime. It's starting to finally get a little bit
Yeah.
warmer, and all the events are starting to kick back up. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you guys get a third dog or are you done with at 2?
I would.
You would.
I think if we get move into a house at some point, maybe, but not in this space.
I mean, your dogs are
I
so
mean, it's
little
hard in the
though.
city. It's true. That's
You're
true. But
already
I mean,
taking
it's
them out.
like-
What's in one more?
Well, she don't walk them. I walk.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
okay. It's a
So
blue
she's-
job.
It's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard in a
It's a boy
city like
job.
it's hard in a city like Chicago because it gets just it's
Mhm.
so cold. Then you got to take them out. Oh, it's
Yeah,
brutal.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also like in the summer it gets really hot too. So it's like sometimes it's too hot because they're so little, like, and they're not meant for like that kind of weather. And then there's always people around, so you got to dodge people and other dogs, and like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we
What-
even think about that in New York. Like, I mean, our place is very small, so it would be a challenge. We'd have to get a really little dog. But then even just, yeah, like taking it out in the cold, taking it out in the heat, like, it's
Yeah.
just a whole
Like
thing.
with, yeah, when I was living in Maryland, it was much easier to just open the door and let
Let him out
Monster
back.
first, let him out, and he would just go do his thing. And when he's finished, he comes back and
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're like,
not
good
the
job,
same
monster. I'll be inside if
Yeah.
you need me.
What is your do you have what's your next country trip? Do you have anything planned yet?
We haven't planned anything yet, but I've definitely been sending Kenny all kinds of
We were looking at.
videos.
I tried to like pick some like obscure stuff to see, and I think Norway we were looking at.
Norway.
Okay.
I thought you
We
went.
kinda
I thought
look
you
at-
have a tattoo for Norway. I thought you'd been there.
No, that was Sweden and.
So we did
Denmark.
Norway for a day trip. We did like
No,
a,
that was Sweden.
okay.
no, Oslo.
We didn't go to
Oslo's
Oslo.
Norway.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oslo's where we want to go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She went to Oslo with somebody else. I don't know.
Oh, whatever. I've never been.
Her
to
other
Oslo.
boyfriend, her other husband.
I'm thinking of Malmo. Malmo is in Sweden.
Yeah.
He's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Got it.
Sounds so similar.
Depends what flights are. We kind of actually look at the flights and see.
Every
like,
once
what's
in a
cheap.
while, yeah, we'll just look.
Smart.
There's some to Portugal sometimes that are like $400 or $500 round trip, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
so yeah, we're just kind of going with the flow, seeing what happens.
That's
I
kinda
like
smart.
the idea. Yeah, because you never know. Like I just don't like to plan things out because you never know what other things are gonna pop up, and like
Mhm.
for his family here, they're all having babies and stuff, so we want to be around for that too. So,
Nice. Serena's going to Portugal in
ooh,
Oh,
less than a month, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I leave on the
Yay.
31st. I'm going with my sister. We're trying to like
Oh,
do a yearly sister trip, and last year we did like a 4-day cruise out of Florida, and this year we're doing a 7-day trip to Portugal. So it's really gotten
Yeah.
extravagant. 1 year later, we've really said let's up the stakes of this trip. But I'm excited.
I
I've wanted
love
to go
it.
there for so long. So
Yep.
Oh.
That's
good.
that was. I was saying I wanted to move there, but we got to go first to.
we gotta check it
maybe
out
go
first.
suss it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little recon first.
Yeah.
What
Oh
are
my
your guys' thoughts on the new additions to Bachelor in Paradise, starting with the Golden Cast? How do we feel about that?
I feel like everyone's freaking out for no reason. Like everyone's like, this is gross. No one wants to see that. Like no one wants to have old people date young people. And I don't think it's gonna be that.
It's
Like I think they're
separate.
gonna be separate, right? Like I don't think
That's
I
what
mean,
we
I
think too. That's also our prediction. That they'll just be
Yeah,
completely
there's no
separate.
way.
And they'll like sometimes mix and mingle them for like a cocktail party.
Yeah, exactly. That
Yeah.
would be cool. And then, like the golden cast can give advice to like the younger people, I feel like, and then the younger people can also, help the golden cast kind of spit game and like learn how to flirt, right? And, I don't know. I think that would be super cute, but I don't think they're going to be dating each other.
That is definitely
it-
going to be a thing.
You think they're gonna be
There's gonna
dating
be
each
at
other,
least
Joe?
one.
No, I
There's
think
gotta
what
be.
Mari said, I think they're going to do where like
The young
younger-
people help
well,
the
yeah,
golden
yeah.
people like flirt and like do
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
fun
definitely.
things.
There'll be like a section like a segment like get your swag back or something, and it's gonna.
Oh
be-
my gosh.
For sure, they're gonna do something.
No,
like
yeah,
that.
Joe and I have talked a lot about like obviously the hypotheticals of like if one of the older guys gets with the younger girls or vice versa, one of the older women gets with the younger guys, and like we're obviously just like being silly with it and being like,
Yeah, I get
let's see what happens. But do I really think if I had to put my money on it, that's not going to happen? And I don't even think
I
they
don't
would
think
let
so
it happen. And I think that
Correct.
their journeys will be like segregated from each other
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Yeah, I feel like it would just cause so much backlash and like negativity that they don't even want that to be in the realm of possibility.
Have you
It's
guys
so
ever
true.
seen the movie How Stella Got Her Groove Back?
No.
I have not seen that.
Kenny?
Okay.
No, I mean I know it. I never watched it. I'll
Okay.
watch it for you, Joe, but
Please.
I've never been inclined to watch
Please
it
do.
until just now.
Kenny, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, there seems like there's is it gonna air 2 days a week like it used to, or is it just one episode?
Oh, I don't know. Usually
It
it's 2
seems-
times a week, right? Ours was
used
2
to
times a
be.
week.
Because it
Yeah.
seems like there's gonna be so many people involved that like how
You
you
need all
gonna,
that time.
because I feel like the last 2 seasons or whatever, it's like no one was able to like sort of invest in any of the relationships sort
Yeah.
of like on our season,
Mm.
where it's just like it's all over the place, and then all of a sudden it's like the last 2 weeks, and you're like, wait, those two are about to get engaged, and then you like, but you never really saw any development in like the relationships. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
but
sure
I also
they-
feel like the last few seasons they haven't had a lot of couples that like
True.
got together day one and either
Early,
like had a
yeah.
rocky road but ended
Yeah.
up together or like stayed together
True.
the whole time. I feel like a lot of the relationships were developing. Like Kat and John Henry got together like the last week of filming. Like there was like only a few episodes of them together before they were engaged. So I'm hoping for like some day oneers, or like week oneers where they
Yeah,
like lock in early on and we can actually
Yeah.
invest in them. Because that's a great point. And Joe and I were even saying that like there's a lot being added, but are we getting extra episodes? Are we getting extra time?
Right.
Because
That's
like
right. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
there's
to
already
balance that
so
out.
much to cover in Paradise, and now we've got a whole additional cast being thrown at the show on top
Yeah.
of the regular cast. And then we were also talking about Hannah Brown. What do you guys think of that?
Yeah, I don't think I'm clear on exactly what she's doing.
Isn't she Wells, but for the golden side of the beach, or per se?
Did they
Or
say that?
that's what
I think
thought,
they just
but-
said she's like running the champagne room or the champagne
Yeah, I
bar.
guess
like she has her
adding a champagne
own.
room.
I think she's the bartender for her own bar. So like Wells
Got
has
it.
the beach bar
Oh,
and she
Right.
has her own bar, and I think they're calling it the champagne room. So I don't
Interesting.
know. They haven't really expanded. They're kind of presenting it like she is Wells's
Counterpart?
Yeah.
counterpart. Yeah,
Right,
counterpart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back on your time in Paradise, what's something you wish you knew going into it?
Mm.
Oh boy.
Go first. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kenny, why don't you go first?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I mean, obviously, here, listen, at the end of the day, like it
Wait.
ended well for all of us. But if there was
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
you wish, even if it's the, like more shorts or something,
Like, I wish I knew to bring a fan. I
Oh my
wish I
gosh.
knew
Oh boy,
that
yeah,
I
wow.
would. There was no point, and I was not going to be able to style my hair. I was going to have to wear it natural every single day, and I would have brought like different product and accessories accordingly. I wish I packed different. I don't. Looking back, I regret most of my outfit choices.
Aw.
I
Yeah, I
actually,
agree.
well,
Well, I feel like there was
there.
clothes I was like trying to wear things that were like breathe. Like it just was so much harder than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, I was there before, so like I should have been more prepared. But I,
Yeah,
You
exactly,
couldn't have been
yeah.
less prepared.
the only the only thing that I wish I would have done differently, was because I think I would have gotten sick regardless. Is I wish I would have just had a engagement outfit prepared. I wish I would have brought something for because I just truly didn't think I would get engaged at the end. So like I
Yeah.
wore like basically like a black shirt with like dark blue jeans and dark brown shoes. I was mismatched. It was like the war. I was like, I hate it what I had
Aw.
to what I got down on one knee in. But so that would be the only thing I wish I'd changed.
So
Well,
packing.
Yeah, packing.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I like going into these things even when I was on Bachelorette, just sort of like,
Blind.
yeah, I don't like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go into these things having a plan of any sort, like, and I know a lot of people do and whatnot, and I don't know, I kind of like going in not blind, but like just like
Go with the
whatever.
flow, yeah.
I agree.
But like technical stuff that you're talking about, like packing and stuff, for sure. I mean, are they going to have such a nightmare living situation on
No,
the
it
new
looks
one? Or are they
beautiful.
going to have like?
Oh,
are they
that's
gonna
a
have
no,
good
where did
point.
you see it?
Whose story was I watching? I think it's just a fan page actually who was invited or something.
But I don't think
Oh.
is that the cast rooms.
Probably not. I doubt it. But the place overall looks much better than where we stayed, I think.
Oh no.
They
Oh,
might
I'm
have
excited to
actual
see
hotel
it.
rooms now.
I
So-
will be so upset.
If they have
Not
hotel
that
rooms.
I want them to suffer, but it's like, come on.
I know,
There
but
you
at the same time, I feel nostalgic about our experience. You know,
I guess I would say I was so tired, and I know Joe was always tired too on our
Yes.
season.
I was.
I was tired too.
I wish I would have slept more when I had the chance to. I think because
I know, but it's easier said than done because then you don't want to be the
It
dude
is.
that's sleeping the whole first week when everyone else is like
That's
bonding,
Joe.
which was Joe.
Aw.
And it almost ruined our relationship. So don't be that guy.
I almost
seriously.
slept through our relationship.
Oh my gosh, stop it.
What do you think of when you hear Amazon Prime? Delivery trucks outside your easy. Right now, I'm very passionate about
68 milligram radio non-hormonal birth control method, Cyclonon.com, or call 1-800.
Your provider with wellness or
Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hey all, I'm Jamie Lynn Sigler, a mom, actor, and advocate. I know how overwhelming it can be trying to decide which treatment is right for you. I've been there. But you should know you're not alone. You can do this. Start with some research, talk to the community, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask your doctor questions. You might find results that speak for themselves. That's how I landed
What's the
Yeah,
point?
same.
Like, it
I'm
just
there's
looks
no
crazy.
point in trying to, and I say that because Botox makes you not.
at Kesimpta.com.
I think for me, knowing what I know now, the thing I would have done differently is get Botox before the
Oh my
show.
God.
And I say that because Botox makes you not sweat. And
True.
so like some of the other girls have like perfect flawless makeup. And I'm
Yeah.
like, how are you not sweating bricks right now? And
I
they're
had
like,
to
"Oh, it's
stop
all
wearing
Botox."
makeup because I was like, what's the
Yeah,
point?
same.
Like, it
I'm
just
"There's
looks
no
crazy.
point," and trying to look cute. So yeah, I would have gotten. I still have not done Botox to this day, but I probably.
But just
would
for
do it
paradise
that.
would have been
Yeah.
worth. No, totally. Like, that's actually,
Yeah.
I have never had Botox either. But if someone was like, it's going to be 1,000,000 degrees down there, you get a little bit of Botox, it's going to hold your
Worth it.
makeup in place. I definitely would have considered it.
Oh wait, so
Yeah.
quick question. So when you get Botox, I actually never thought of this. So
Mm.
when you get Botox, where does the sweat go? What does it do? It just sits like right before the skin, it just doesn't come out?
I don't think they talk about that part.
I don't think that's how it works. I think it just like goes through other glands or something.
Yeah, it like closes. Like people will get Botox in like their armpits
in the underarms
to prevent sweat.
But if
I think
if you get Botox if I got Botox in my face, I'm gonna be sweating double under my arms.
I don't know.
Possibly.
That's a question for your dermatologist.
This is
Yeah, we
all.
need
This
medical.
this is all.
Over our heads. We don't have the
Yeah,
answers.
This is
It can't be
interesting.
that problematic though, because everyone's doing it.
Yeah,
you
everyone
know?
doesn't.
I feel like we would hear about like the sweating problems,
Right.
the adverse effects.
I want to ask. I mean, thoughts on singles going to the beach, but more. I want to ask, what advice would you give to an engaged couple coming home? Like I think that's a big thing. I think that's something that people look past because not all those couples make it, and you guys did.
Yeah. And also you don't, once the show wraps and the finale airs, you know that they're together, but you don't necessarily get to keep up with them afterwards either, which I think would be interesting for them to do. But anyway, my advice would be to just really nurture the relationship, because oftentimes you don't live in the same area, and obviously distance and not seeing each other, not spending time together and getting to know each other more can create like a rift. So I would say prioritize, like spending time together and nurturing the connection beyond what was shown on TV.
Do you guys see each other outside your happy couples?
We did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we went to that lake house that one time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, that was fun.
We broke the rules as a group.
We did.
But like, I would say that's the great advice. Like, spend as much time together as you physically can. And if you don't want to, that might be a sign that you should end the engagement before the reunion.
For sure.
Because it's
Kenny, how
It was
about you?
easier. Well, going back to what Mari was saying, in our time period, because she came out to Chicago a bunch of times. I went to Maryland, but it was like COVID, so it was actually a lot easier because
Yeah.
you weren't going out.
you're
you
traveling
were
with like
staying in your
masks and hats and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's different now to be secretive with it, but yeah, I think along the same lines, like this, at the end of the day, I mean, if you're gonna get engaged, I guess you got to have that conversation before you even do that on the show, because if you guys live far apart, like that's a lot of stuff to deal with once you get home, and I think that's why a lot of this stuff falls apart so easily. Because it's easy just to say this ain't working out because you're trying to fit this new thing into your life that you're just like going back to, and now you're like, now I gotta like travel and she's coming here. It's a lot to deal with once you get back home. If you're gonna make it through, I don't know.
I agree.
It's a big conversation to have, I think, before you get engaged on Paradise.
Definitely. I think it's a must to have that conversation. We all did, and I think you definitely have to have that. Within Bachelor Nation, now we don't know who's going to Paradise except for 3 people. Five, because we know 2 golden people as well.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Right.
But just choosing randomly through Bachelor Nation who that is single, who do you think would make a good couple if you were to choose one couple to make it out of Paradise?
Just one?
You can choose a couple. Yeah, random. But pair a couple up. Let's see if it ends up working out.
Hold on, let me think. Why do I feel like Andrew is gonna go back?
Andrew?
Why do I feel like he's gonna go back? Is
Okay,
he single? Do we know
Yeah,
he's
I think
single?
he's single.
He's single.
I could see him hooking up with one of the Goldens.
No.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
Oh gosh. No, I don't think he would. Who else? I would love to see Andrew. I feel like he would do it.
Andrew's always good TV.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's
Andrew's
always
the
a
guy.
fun
And
You
Try
pick
to
a
find
girl.
find a girl for him.
Anyone who's single.
well, you know what? The number 2 on Grant season might be something with
With
that.
Tia?
Tia?
Yeah.
I
That
don't
could be
think they're on the
fun.
same page.
No, but
No,
it could
I
be
don't
like a fun, like flirty situation.
I
Yeah,
think it-
fun summer.
I think they
Summer
look good
fling.
together.
Oh yeah, they would look amazing together. I'm interested actually to know like what went down at Stagecoach. That just happened last weekend, a couple
That's
weekends ago.
true.
It's a hot
Great
take.
call
That's a
out,
hot take.
Mari.
It's a hot
And
take.
there were a lot of Bachelor Nation present. So interesting
I love
to see
that.
if anything.
I
comes
love
out.
it when real world drama filters onto the show.
I
there's
know,
nothing
Do
it's
we
more
though?
fun.
Do we though? Like, how do we
I
feel
do.
about? How do we
I
feel
do.
about? Okay, so we are as viewers, we are okay with contestants potentially hooking up, talking, even planning.
I
Oh,
don't like the
they're gonna-
That's too
planning.
far.
I don't want
Yeah.
it to be like we knew we were both going to be down there, but it's like I like it when it's like we were all at this event and so and so and
Yeah,
so
we
and so went
happened
home
to
together, but
be-
he was already talking to her, like or
Yeah.
like these two girls like had beef and like like, things that just like organically happen because people are
Exactly.
hanging out, and like then it's like they're forced to confront it when they're
Yes.
all back together. That's
So
fun.
you want mess? You want mess?
I want a little
Yeah.
mess. Like I want a little
bit,
like
a little.
pregame mess. Yeah.
Mess is great. That's what keeps.
Because
me
those are
wa-
things
that's
that you
why I-
cannot create in the show,
Yeah, you
like
can't.
That's why I like them when the messier people show up.
Yeah, I agree.
Eh.
I think the messier the better, for sure.
Yeah.
Makes for good
It
reality
makes
TV.
it fun.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Not in
really
a
fun.
bad way, just somebody to stir it up. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to
Someone
be
who doesn't care, like
Yeah.
someone who's like bold and won't. care
someone
what
to
people have to say.
say what needs to be said to create the next piece of drama that's going to happen or something.
The next cake in the fire.
Yeah.
Um,
exactly.
Okay, well, guys, thank you so much for taking the time and coming to hang out with us. It's been a pleasure. Anything that you want to let our listeners know, what you got going on, where they can follow you, anything like that?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, thanks for having us. Always
Yeah.
good to catch up with you guys. We don't have anything new going on. We were just on the floor, like a game. show,
yeah.
but that's
Oh
already
yeah, we
going
didn't even get into that today.
We lost.
Next time.
Next time.
We both lost.
Spoiler alert, they lost.
Spoiler.
But as far as social, I'm at Mari MARI_Pepin on everything.
Nice.
And I am at Kenny Brash 10.
There we go. Kenny Brash 10.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay. And to all our listeners, thank you for tuning in to Bachelor Happy Hour. Make sure you download and subscribe to the podcast.
Thanks for listening. Bye.